So first thing this morning, I started listening to this experimental black metal album, Liturgy, the band's Liturgy, 93696, I think. A series of numbers, 9s, 3s, and 6s. That's the title, that's the album's name. It is challenging. I deeply enjoy it. I very much enjoy it. But it is a challenging album. I regret listening to it first thing, because I am not in my right mind right now. Like, if you like metal music, if you're an old school metalhead, you will hate this album for sure. It is unbelievably weird and interesting. If you're like a avant-garde metal fan, say something in the ballpark of Phantomas, I think you still might hate this album. I don't know. It's hard to say. You might love it too. If you're a proper avant-garde music fan and you don't like metal, weirdly, I think you're gonna like this album. And I think it would be a really good gateway for you into metal music. And I don't know. It put me in a weird place. At 90 minutes long, this album will test you. It is challenging. So, buyer beware. I recommend listening to it when you don't have anything else to do. Really kind of just spend some time with it and shirk your responsibilities. That's what I would recommend, for real. Because right now I have to lift, and I have no idea how I'm going to do that. Luckily, today is a rest day. I'm moving into week 3 of Candido. And week 3 has an additional rest day. So I'm going to take it today. And I'm going to do some fun lifts. I don't know what yet. I'm going to do my front squats. I'm going to do my burpees and my kettlebell swings. And I'll either call it a day, or I'll do some one-arm overhead snatches. Maybe I'll do some weighted mobility. Maybe I'll do some overloads. I watched a video this morning from my friend 6 of 6, and he was overloading the front squat, just holding it in a rack position. Honestly, that seems good. Like, that seems like a good, I've never done that before. I've done overloads before, but not with the front rack. Yeah, I'm doing that. I'm going to do that. Why not? I think I'm out of words. My brain is fractured. Like, okay, this is my review. Like, I laughed out loud at points. Like, they told jokes through music that were so, like, hilarious that I laughed out loud. I've cried twice because it was that beautiful. And I was so frustrated at one point that I very nearly smashed my phone. And I'm not that kind of guy. I don't throw tantrums. I don't have outbursts like that. But it was so grating and so irritating that I seriously almost just spiked my phone into the ground just to get it to stop. So, like, if you like feeling strong feelings, you're gonna love that album. You're gonna love it. And if that sounds just miserable to you, skip it. Don't listen to it. Seriously, your life won't be any worse for skipping it. I promise. You know. But I found that's a new band for me. I'm gonna listen to all their music, and I'm gonna follow them now because, like, I like that. I like avant-garde music. I hate using the word avant-garde, but I don't have a better one. I really enjoy, like, disjointed, challenging, artsy-fartsy music. And especially when I'm in the right mood for it, and I was definitely in the right mood for it this morning. So yeah. Hey, why don't we work out? Let's do some workouts. I'll stop talking. Okay? All right. I love you guys. Stay tuned. So today was a pretty fun one. Nice and easy, light and simple. Front squats, burpees, swings, ab wheel rollout. 1 front squat starting at 95 here. 3 burpees, 3 swings, 3 ab rollouts. 5 sets total, 15 reps of all of those. Just 5 front squats. Nothing crazy, you know. A rest day, so it should reflect that. I got a little sweat going up. I got my blood up a little bit, but that was it, you know. And yeah, I don't really feel like I needed a rest day, but I'm trying to trust the program in so much as I'm capable of doing something like that. And I will admit, I do have some like minor tweaks, just nagging aches and pains. They are not serious. I have trained through much more severe little complaints than this. But it's nice. It was nice to feel a little lazy and a little heavy, and to have some rest justifiable in what I'm doing in the program. Part of this has been really great for me, just kind of turning my will over to Johnny Candido and just like trusting his process. And I know I've already said this, but I'm really excited. So after the next 3 weeks, I'll do a deload, and then I'm just going to start this again. I'm just going to do Candido again with more accurate numbers and try to really stick to the rep ranges he prescribes. And I know, like, some of you might be thinking, well, why didn't you do that this time? Well, I really don't think I was conditioned to the point that I could adhere to his rep ranges. Like, I felt like he was asking for a lot of sets of 12 and 10 that I just, at a reasonable percentage. Like, it wasn't, they were not unreasonable demands, but I'd spent the last 6 to 8 months working in meaningfully lower rep ranges, and my body just wasn't capable of doing it. You know, like I tried to think of a more benign way to say that and save my pride, but it's just the facts. Like a set of 12 at what I think was 70 or 75% was just out of the picture for me. A set of 8 was too much. And like, could I have forced it? See, that's the thing. Like, maybe I could have forced that one set, but that would have been at like an RPE 10. And there was literally no chance I'd get the next set. I wouldn't even get a third of the next set after that. I mean, unless I took a 10-minute rest between sets. And like, I get that, like, proper powerlifting training requires longer rest periods, but I'm not resting that long. I'm just not doing it. It's like, I'm a busy person, you know, and I'm all fine and good with spending way too long in my gym every day, but I can't have another hour tacked on that. Like, I'm already in there so long, you know, and it's pretty difficult to justify. That being said, all of that on the table, I really think that in another month's time, I will be conditioned to the point where I can run it properly. And I'm excited for that. Like, what I think I'll do is I'll swap out the deadlift for a power clean, and I'll swap out the squat for a front squat. I'm really digging front squats this time, and I think that a sensible way to run Johnny Candido's program like continuously, would be to make swap outs like that. I don't feel the need to swap out the bench and the overhead press, just because, I mean, he's quite right. The upper body can handle that kind of volume. Even though I doubted it at first. The lower body, I think it needs a little more variety, or you run some pretty meaningful risks, or at least I do. I mean, I'm 45 years old, you know? It's entirely possible that just my age and just the wear and tear in my joints, that would prove too much. But I do think front squat, alternating front squat and back squat, maybe even high bar and low bar, makes some sense. And I'm excited to do that. I'm not committed to the power clean. I might do another deadlift variation. Although, part of me just kind of wants to do power cleans. I've never really programmed them in a meaningful way. And I know that, like, starting strength and the Texas method program in power cleans as like a primary lift. And yeah, that's on my back burner. I am kind of thinking about maybe doing that sometime in the future. But right now, I'm enjoying my time with Candido, and I think I'm going to stick with it. Another thing I did today, after all of this, excuse me, I got the hiccups, is I did an overload with front squats. Like I was stating earlier, my friend did 6 of 6, who does the Olympic lifting videos, was doing overloads yesterday. And I'd never done them on the front squat before, like the front rack position. I really liked it. Like, I got up to 300 pounds, which is a far cry from his 500 pounds. But, like, I don't know how to describe the stress, except that it was just interesting. Like, there was definitely some upper back, definitely some oblique stuff that I normally don't get, I normally don't feel. And I really enjoyed it. I could especially feel the asymmetry between my two hips. Like, it was meaningfully more stressful on the right side than the left. And I'm excited to do a little exploring with that in the future. And you'll see that at the end of this video. This is my final set. I did a 165 front squat. I feel like it was a little sticky. I'll watch it with you. Check it out here. It moved just fine. I got nothing to complain about. But I do feel like I got stuck about a third of the way up. Yep. It wasn't as bad as it felt in my mind. And yeah, and I just grind out the rest of the work. I do like burpees and kettlebell swings as antagonists, and I think the ab rollout fits pretty neatly in there. I'm still well invested in the burpee war. Today's day 15, so 5 sets of 3 in under 20 minutes. Got me under that bar, which it is not a very high bar, but it'll get more ridiculous as time goes on. And yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of running out of things to say. Also, I listened, just that Liturgy album, man. Ugh. Like, it's got my head feeling all kinds of snap, crackle, pop. Like, what an unbelievably weird and challenging album. It just, I don't know, made me feel all kinds of feelings. And completely unexpectedly. I enjoy my morning music regimen. I like to listen to new music. I like to go through some stuff. I haven't forgotten that I owe you guys a Tom Waits playlist. I've been lazy about getting it started. This album was just so challenging though. Just like an emotional tour, and also just really irritating. Okay, so front rack, 300 pounds, here we go. think I only hold it for like 10 or 15 seconds. And yeah, man, what a weird sensation. I'm putting a little play in my hips, but nothing crazy. I just mostly just stabilizing it. Yeah, maybe 10 seconds. That was fun. That was a good one. 6 of 6. Really, really interesting. And I'll definitely be putting that in. Once again, I talked too long to fit my outro in. I'm in Bonaventure Cemetery, taking my morning constitutional. This is Joe in real life. I love you guys. Be good to each other today. I'm going to try hard to do the same. I'm going to work. I got another long day ahead of me, but also a good day, you know? Nothing to cry about. My new job is really chill, and it's all stuff I'm good at, and it's easy, so, you know, what's to be upset about? I'll see you tomorrow, okay?